Hello, hello?
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
Scrambles. What are we doing? I thought we were done. I thought we were done this bullshit game. No. No, we're not. No, we're not. Why, hello, everybody. This is your friendly neighborhood Scramble speaking, and today I'm saying it definitively. We are beating God of War Ascension today. And the only reason why I say that is because last night I accepted defeat after trying for an hour, almost an hour and a half, of trying to defeat the last boss in the game. And I might as well say now that it is not hard. In my desperate hour of need, I consulted with various... Actually, no, I'm lying. I watched a YouTube video on how to do this. And apparently, in my there's no other word, but there's no better word for it. Scramblings. I was just playing the game wrong. I was playing the game wrong. I swear to God, if this works, if this is the way that I was supposed to be playing the game, I'm gonna kind of be mad. I will demonstrate. I will probably die maybe once or twice due to bullshit, but I think we'll be fine. I just gotta remember how to play. Oh, we got each other. I got hit. Give me a second. Oh no. Oh my God. What the fuck? Well, A, that did it wrong, but... Are you fucking serious? I officially hate this game. If y'all didn't see what I just fucking did, I will explain. The entire hour and a half that I spent last night trying to defeat the one Fury, we'll say the normal-sized Fury that's flying around with the fucking pretend eagle, carrying her around and shit. Obviously my efforts were futile because I was supposed to be attacking the hentai. I was supposed to be attacking the fucking main Fury, essentially. What video game logic is that? Like, in what universe? In what mind? I understand this is a work of fiction. I understand that my suspension of disbelief is supposed to be totally at the fucking window because of it being Greek mythology, because of it being a video game, because of it being a hack and slash. I understand this. But video game logic would tell me, hey, this one bitch is trying to distract you from the other bitch. Okay. Why would the distraction be the normal-sized one and not vice versa? Jesus H. Tap dancing, Christ. All right, well, I know now. Oh! This is the checkpoint. Are you serious? Come here, bitch. There you go. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Ah! That was kind of cool. And this is why. Okay. Just kill the ghost, please. I'm sorry, impale the bitch, please, rather.
You shame Sparta, Oathbreaker. You bring this curse on
Ow.
You are not fit to be called a Spartan. I lost everything because of you.
They were not there by chance, Kratos.
One note character, by the way.
You want truth, but truth will only bring you pain.
This scene is so satisfying. I don't know why. Just
will not free you from this madness!
Oh, fuck. It's kind of funny because I did that
I would not have
strat.
been strong enough to choose your path, Spartan.
Orcos,
I would have taken what my mother's offered.
I would rather live in truth.
I fear you may come to regret those words. Lord Ares still holds your bond.
This cannot be.
Before you killed them, my mother's once again made me your Oathkeeper. For you to be free, I must die by your hand.
I do not understand.
If you do not release me, my father will retain power over you, but even worse, I will live in eternal torture.
Drink your tea.
I have spilled enough innocent blood.
How do you know that, though?
There is no
supposed to
other
forget
way,
these things.
Spartan. Destroy the oath. Kill Ares. Have your revenge. I was never the warrior my father wanted me to be. But please, all I ask, give me an honorable death.
With the death of Orcos, the blood oath to Ares was finally broken, and the painful truth rushed back to Kratos' mind.
So he did forget.
The truth of the murder he committed, the slaughter of his wife and child, the carnage forged from his relentless ambition, surfaced in perfect clarity, and became the visions that would haunt him all of his days.
Frames. I literally kept my fucking wavelength up just so I can turn the game volume down for when this. I know I said I would keep my reservations to the fucking
Now
end.
free of the Fury's madness, but still tortured by the truth of his past, Kratos left the only home he'd ever known and set out to undo all that he had wrought.
Oh! Alright. Let's just start off by saying I fucking did it. I beat God of War Ascension on Titan. There it is. I clear as fucking day. I have the entire game in. I should feel a sense of accomplishment and happiness and just downright, joy. But right now I'm I know I said I would keep my reservations about this game into the end, and I've been shouting them for the past 13 fucking hours that I've been playing this game. And I put a lot of thought into it. And yeah. So as soon as I figured out that, like, I was just doing that little tidbit of the boss fight wrong, because of course that would happen, I knew what this stream was going to be. This is going to be a shorter stream, obviously, just because of the fact that I'm watching the credits right now and talking over the music. I mean, obviously, we're going to go right into Chains of Olympus. I'm going to stop this stream and start another stream, just so that the negative connotations aren't part of that game. Like, I don't want to go into that game with all the negativity that I have for this game. I feel a tremendous amount of weight lifted after beating this. I will say that. I feel like I should start with the negative first instead of the positive. So I'm going to. I mean, here's the thing. At this point, it's a 10-year-old game. There's obviously going to be not quality of life, but more so just in the past 10 years, even though it doesn't feel like it, video games have come a long way as far as the connection between player and the main character of a story. And what I mean by that is input lag is not as prominent, or at least shouldn't be as prominent in video games as they were back in the day. And this is a prime example of that. I don't know what it was about this game. I don't know if it's because of it being on Titan and I had to basically just read the moves not even a millisecond, half of a second before they even thought to do it. The AI, I mean. But the input lag was just woof. And I'm playing this directly on a PS3. I've made that apparent. I even made that apparent last night by just calling it quits. But the input lag is definitely there. Magic is essentially non-existent. I mean, the only Kratos the fish made you swim in the rivers of Elysium forever. That was the best part of the game. What was I saying? The magic is non-existent. The fact that, like, the first god you pledge allegiance to, as far as, like, the magic is concerned, or like the crystals or whatever you want to call it, is Ares, which makes story-wise zero fucking sense. But the fact that you have the magic right off the rip is already, like, that's the one everyone's going to gravitate towards, because with this particular with God of War Ascension on Titan, it's pretty imperative that you not only level up your swords as fast as you can, and, like, I didn't get to level 5 until right before Trials of Archimedes, but, like, I wanted to upgrade the, you know, the secondary shits, the freezy time one, and then the you know, the dark skin Kratos one. But, like, there was no point in trying to upgrade the other crystals, because the magic wasn't there. You unlock the magic at level fucking 5. Then again, I don't think you got the raid shit, or, like, the other half of your fucking combos until level 3 on all 3 of those. That's another thing I'm gonna get into. Like, there was no point about worrying about your allegiance to Hades or Poseidon or Zeus, because they were basically there as filler. Like, if it would be one thing if they did this, if it was like the first game or something like that, where it's just like, hey, you could also have magic if you upgraded enough. But like, there's no shot you're upgrading all of that in one go. You know what I mean? So that's the other bit I want to talk about. The combat system is absolutely, in comparison to the other games, I wanted to say atrocious just because of the fact that I just was so fucking pissed off. Terrence T.C. Carson, my boy. We'll say it's bad. How about that? That's not as it's not as bad as atrocious, but it's still bad. In the scale of like, I guess the 2022 scale, I mean, it's all right. It's not the biggest piece of dog shit. But the combat system is just fucking, it's just bad. Like the fact that like I really can only do square, square, triangle, and I can barely, like, I can understand me not being able to do the special L1 square, triangle combos in Titan mode or the very hard mode. That makes sense to me. But the fact that, like, most of my, like, just regular button combos are locked behind the rage meter, which I can barely get off on that on Titan, makes I get hit by a bug, and then a monochrome of health is gone, as well as a monochrome of my fucking rage, and then half my combos are gone. It just makes no sense, dude. That and the fact that the shield, that the parry. Why the fuck are we changing the parry? Okay, the whole allegiances to the gods thing, the whole locking magic behind level 5. Okay, sure. Just so that it has some sort of connection to the multiplayer, which was, it was meat and potatoes. It was fine. Whatever. But the fact that you're doing the whole parry system with L1 and X instead of like God of War 2 and God of War 3, and I think they did the same thing in the PSP games where it was just you pressed one fucking button, and if you timed it perfectly, you were fine. But instead, we're having two buttons, which works some of the time and not all of the time. That's... Now, don't get me wrong, there were some sections in this game where I had a lot of fun, and then there was a lot of sections in this game where I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Boss fights are gonna piss me off, and that's just the nature of the beast. That's fine. It's the little sections, like the, not necessarily the mini bosses, but the mini bosses. That and just a large crowd of enemies. If you don't know their moveset or anything like that, okay, sure. But there's just some where it's just pure fucking bullshit. I just... And I guess this is leading into the positives, but not really, just because the story is very incoherent. I didn't know that Kratos, we went on this big fucking adventure, right? Because Kratos forgot what the fuck happened and how the fuck he ended up in the hands of the Furies. And why, he remembered that, he had a bond to Ares. He remembered, I guess something as far as, becoming well-renowned as a general for Sparta, and there was some sort of click as to him, I guess getting tortured previously, and no, it was Orcos. Okay, it was Orcos that was kind of playing with him, or not playing with him. I'm sorry. That was just yo, you're being fucked with by the Furies. Knock the fuck off. And that was what sort of I guess kicked him out of it. But I didn't realize that he was trying to remember what the fuck happened. I didn't realize that was part of the story. The story, I don't think I said this. The story is very incoherent, and the story is just very like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just not as apparent, we'll say, as the other 5 Greek games. I'm excluding 2018. Special thanks to Nameless, by the way. But yeah, no, the fact that like, you know, like that chunk of information was like not conveyed well enough. Like I've been playing this game like however many times in the past 10 years, and I was just like, oh shit, all right, well, that makes fucking sense. But it's not known until the middle of the fucking game. Like, he just went on this adventure for no fucking reason, and then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened. And then there's these little tidbits of information in that particular timeline where he's just like, you know, like, I've spilled enough innocent blood and blah, 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 blah. You're not supposed to remember this shit, Kratos. It's just, I think they were just trying to kind of, like, I don't want to say they were trying to make a story, come up with a story out of their ass. Like, it had a nice little connection to, like, the past games where it was just like, you know, like, oh, he didn't remember what the fuck he did, but he's trying to, like, I guess piece together, like, the time that he's lost in the past. I think it was, like, 6 months after the fact. So, like, that was cool. And then, obviously, the ending where he's just, like, it's just, like, all of a sudden, bam, he has the visions. He has the visions of the family that he killed. So, like, the connection between the past games is fine, and it's, like, nice. It's just... like, now I understand, like, where people were coming from. Like, yeah, this is okay. This is alright, you know. I just... I hate, like me, like, when I kept saying, like, it pains me to say the hurtful things I've been saying about this game, it's true. Because, like, before this playthrough, I would have gladly been like, yeah, no, this ranks up with all the rest of them. This ranks up with, you know, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta 1, 2, and 3. And there's nothing you can do to change my mind. This fucking playthrough changed my mind. This fucking playthrough changed my mind. And if it wasn't for the fact that it was a God of War game, I probably wouldn't pick it up again. So, yeah, I mean, like you know, it's such a it kind of sucks because it basically plays like a PSP game, like the PSP games, because of it being so, like, I guess familiar, but and doing nothing revolutionary except for ruining the combat system. But like, the PSP games were so fucking good. Story-wise, combat-wise, and everything. This is such a downgrade, especially after we got God of War 3. So, for anyone that's never played a God of War game before, and like, or they played God of War 2018 and they're playing it, okay. For anyone that's never played the God of War games before 2018, I would recommend one of two things. One, I would suggest playing the old games. I would definitely suggest that. However, I would not do it chronologically. I would not start off with Ascension. I mean, it would probably be a good thing just because you would get, like, I guess, quote-unquote, the worst one out of the way. Just because at that point you would get used to, like, you know, using square and triangle and all that sort of shit. But I would suggest playing them the way that they came out. For sure. Just because, like, it won't spoil anything for you. You know, as far as, like, God of War 1. Like, all the twists and turns and all that shit. And, you know, you'll be able to experience all the twists and turns and shocks and awes the way that they came out, the way that it was meant to be. So, or you play God of War 2018, or you play God of War Ragnarok, and totally keep having Kratos like the man with no name. That's what I kind of feel jealous about the people that played God of War 2018, and that was it. Like, it was just like a man with no name sort of thing because they never played the other games before. And it's just like, oh, dude, that's such a cool, like, but yeah, no, yeah. So fucking stupid. I don't even know how long we've been streaming. I think I've been streaming for what, 20? Oh, it's almost been 30 minutes. I've probably been talking for like 20 because I was like 10 minutes of gameplay. All right. We're going to set up for God of War Chains of Olympus. Finally. I'm probably going to grab some more tea, to be honest with you. Some good fucking tea. Bangu spice. But yeah, we're gonna end this stream. Like I said, I don't want any of the fucking negativity from this game going to the next game. The next game is gonna have its own negativity because of, you know, boss fights and all that sort of shit, and the learning curve and all that sort of stuff. But then again, if I remember correctly, Chains of Olympus is probably the easiest out of all of them as far as like cheesing it. So, anyway, that was God of War Ascension on its hardest difficulty. 1 down. 6 to fucking go. Don't worry, it's October 3rd. We have fucking time. It's gonna be great. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the stream. We are going to end this stream. We are going to have a new stream up and running for the next game, which of course, Jesus, microphone, which of course is God of War Chains of Olympus. So be sure to stick around for that live stream to pop up. Thank you so much for watching this stream. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. The 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay that was actually in the fucking live stream. So, thank you all so much for watching the stream. And of course, as always, good day.